Taco Loco believes that the third director is in fact Vince Russo, the legendary and notorious Vince Russo.
Notorious is a good word there.
The Schottenstein Center on their feet for one of the originals, one of the most tenured vets of the MMWF. Crazy Cobble is coming to the ring.
Hey, Jizzy, you're a fan of Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the guy at Pawtucket Brewery that Peter has to work for? Why do you think that was what would happen if you put Cobble's writing through text-to-speech?
No comments. You know, Jimmy Hotkeys he's entering the MMWF at a very weird time. Like, for him to enter as we start down the road to Edge of Midnight, we're the road to the edge. And tonight we're getting a debut of the third director. We're finally learning who the third director is, and that they're facing Cobble's old commanding officer and best friend Maximus Slade. Could Jimmy Hotkeys be the third man?
I doubt it. I don't think he has the financial means for that one.
Well, maybe he doesn't. That's why he's trying to sell the MMWF. Maybe it is Jimmy.
Maybe it's Seth Green.
Maybe it's Seth Green.
Or he's just going to try to sue us for copyright infringement.
We've got Rec and Whitney Wilson in the booth with us for a little bit. Hello, Whitney.
Hi there.
How do you feel after that victory?
Tired, but really good. Thank you.
Whitney, our question that we're asking everybody is Jimmy Hotkeys makes his MMWF debut. Come out to the ring here.
Jimmy Hotkeys is definitely a pumped guy.
He's clapping on beat, and that's awesome.
That is officially awesome.
Whitney, who do you think the third man is? Who is the third director of the MMWF? Do you have any inside information being one of our backstage talents?
You know what, there's one person that I really like to see have it, but I don't think that it'll take it. I think the next possibility for the leader actually could be
the third person is Junko Yokota? Wow, that is a ball.
Talk about a sleeper operation.
Yeah. Running it behind Koichi Orimura's back.
Well, she held it for all of a day.
All of a day, exactly. That's the thing is, I think that she deserves. I know she deserves to have a title, even though I don't think she deserves to wrestle. I think that she could actually lead people. She's not a bad person. She just shouldn't be wrestling.
All right, starting this fight out, Cobble is taking it to Jimmy Hotkeys, showing that experience.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that Jimmy's got to work around is the lack of experience that he has compared to Cobble.
Well, he also has a lack of concussions, so...
That's true. Cobble wrestled quite possibly one of the best matches of his entire career on Wednesday night Ignition in that Interstate title #1 contendership match. Fuzzy, of course, got the win, but Cobble got a lot of respect. But respect doesn't pay the bills. Wrestling does, and I think that's why both of them are here today.
A good wrestling takedown there. Picking up Cobble, tying him up. But Cobble, Cobble's tricksy, man.
Cobble really showing how his speed and his agility works to his advantage against Jimmy Hotkeys. Cobble, a couple of knife-edge chops. Jimmy was dazed a little bit. You know, those chops go right across your chest, right across the nerve endings in your pectorals.
They call those the nipples.
Well, there's other nerve endings in your chest besides just the nipples. Although the nipples are definitely hit.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hotkeys, of course, repping the Alma colors here. Belly-to-belly suplex. Cobble goes down.
You know, we see a little bit of a call-out to the honky-tonk man with that, with the checkboard on the back. Definitely a good sign.
A little bit of call-out to most of classic wrestling. You know, we have a lot of different approaches to wrestling gear that we see in the MMWF. A lot of t-shirts and jeans. Jimmy's a traditional guy, and I can respect that.
I think the vast majority of wrestlers wrestling cargo pants here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We get our pants directly from Cargo Pants Direct, so...
No, that's just Cintas. We took the cargo pants option.
I kind of want to Google that now. Cargo Pants Direct. Jimmy winding up with a big touchdown. Cobble goes down. But Jimmy getting countered on Cobble with a big head scissor there. Vintage Cobble. And a big jumping drop kick going high. And now Cobble's going up for the springboard. And Jimmy moves. Wow, Jimmy moved 2 feet forward and made Cobble miss. But now, wow, getting fancy is Crazy Cobble. Arm dragging Jimmy, 2. Oh, Jimmy, not really a good showing to lose to that. But Cobble with a moonsault kick. Jimmy is dazed and in a very bad way. Cobble's got Jimmy tied up in the back. And here we go, inverted twist of fate. Well, Jimmy, welcome to the MMWF. 2, 3. Oh, wow, Jimmy kicks out. Cobble decides that it's got to get a little bit more extreme. You know, he talked about in an interview on Friday night. He talked about how he wanted to do this table spot with Fuzzy. Fuzzy said no. They didn't do it. And now Cobble wants to do it with Jimmy. And Jimmy looks like he's more than happy to try and set Cobble up. Maybe Jimmy could have something up his sleeve. Oh, no. No, Cobble! Cobble, no!
Jimmy, Cobble, he's new! Don't kill him!
Cobble going coast to coast with the moonsault, but how much did he hurt himself? Oh, no!
Jimmy's actually doing some damage outside the ring here to Cobble.
You gotta wonder if Cobble hurt himself on that moonsault, because Jimmy has got up and he's started to take advantage, but Cobble, what an impressive move. A huge moonsault going at least 10 to 15 feet off the top rope. And Jimmy Hotkeys gets caught with a flying forearm. Big arm drag. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Jimmy refuses to go down. You gotta
Cobble. Now locking in a Cobra Clutch.
You gotta think, is Jimmy getting that backstage respect with how many times he's been so close to 3 count?
Well, he just tapped out like a bitch. Cobble gets the win by submission with a Cobra Clutch.
You just called a guy who just got put through a table, took a reverse twist of fate, a bitch for tapping out?
Amazing, tremendous by Crazy Cobble, and you gotta wonder, like I said, how much more damage he did to himself than to Jimmy, but it was enough to win the match as Cobble with the Cobra Clutch.
Which goes to the business.
Cobble getting a big win. We're moving on.
Who's that guy that owned Napster?
Oh, who's that guy?
Anonymous third CEO.
Napster. Who's the guy that owned Napster? Anybody know? No? Okay.
Don't ask those.
Do you know Evan?
No, I don't. We don't know.
So how are we supposed to do?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you guys would know.
Got it.
Next match up, we have Sentinels versus Party Grunts. Interesting matchup. Sentinels with that very disappointing loss to the Pantheon. I mean, how surprised were you last week when that happened?
I was pretty surprised, obviously. But the Party Grunts are a different animal, and the Party Grunts actually were very surprising in that match that they had on Wednesday night with the Pride.
You know what? Definitely going to be a different type of match here tonight. While Party Boy and Eric are kind of sneaky, they do not have the level of sneak that Yopter has. Yopter purposely going out of his way to tie up Andros, keep him in that ring to get the count out. Yeah, I mean, you got to think of that as a genius move.
Absolutely.
By hook or crook, you know what I mean?
Cover. I looked on the table. I didn't see them.
What are you looking for?
Sorry.
Whitney, what are you looking for?
Keys.
Definitely going to be an interesting one here tonight. What is the reaction to that last match?
Well, we've got somebody else joining us in chat. Party Grunts making their way out to the ring. And I guess Eric is now a cheerleader, taking the spot that Yukiko Kitagawa had previously. You gotta be kidding. This is, okay.
Hey,
This is
hey,
so good.
this is actually fucking great. Eric the Cobra Grunt stepping up for his partner. I got happy. Wow, that is uncomfortable to watch.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Bad touch.
70 years, and then when I die, just be like, you guys can have this, but you must.
Well, the Party Grunts, after that little display, they're gonna have to take on the Sentinels.
Yep.
And do this in honor of
Sentinel and Andros making their way to the ring. The Sentinels, the JWL Imports, and honestly, they are one of the threats to the tag team division right now.
Just a heads up, we did get notification backstage from Freakshows watching from the gorilla position. He is fully erect now after watching that opening. He is fully armed and operational. Yeah, we do need to, if we change the Wait, what are you looking for?
Okay.
I didn't hear you. You were walking the other direction.
Well, Sentinels versus Party Grunts. Up next, a tag team match.
Party Boy starting off against Sentinel, going high and taking him out.
Sentinel already showing off against one of the Cruiserweight superstars. And just Party Boy, I think, is outmatched here, but we said that in the match that they had on Wednesday, and they actually looked very good.
Well, you got to remember the Pride are not, for the most part, fast wrestlers.
Electric chair drop already.
Jeez. Pope can be, but for the most part, they're more strategic. Party Boy works in that environment. Sentinel is not big and slow. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And Andros, he's big, but he is not slow by any means. Double flapjack, imagine that. They have begun.
Oh!
What a counter there by Party Boy.
Andros going in for the spinning elbow.
A lot of light blue on display here as now Eric the Cobra Grunt going to get brought in, and the Party Grunts get some double team action in on Andros. Andros now eyeing down Sentinel, and that was a bad move.
Uh-oh.
Full Nelson suplex. Eric the Cobra Grunt obviously does not have that sort of ring awareness. And Andros, oh my
punishing.
Goodness, the size difference really coming into play here.
Whoa!
Oh, Andros, a sweep so big that it knocked his own tag partner off the ropes. And Andros was looking at his buddy, and Eric the Cobra Grunt gets to capitalize.
And in comes Party Boy.
Party Boy.
Both miss.
Yeah, that was a... When you both go high, you both tend to miss. As Party Boy now has Andros tied up in a nice little arm drag. And now targeting the extremities of Andros.
Hey, you can't pick him up if your muscles, if your bones are broken, you know?
Andros is built like a refrigerator box with arms. Party Boy getting rolled over in a soccer ball kick to the back.
Punishing elbow right to the back of Party Boy's head.
Party Boy in the Sentinel's corner here. We're going to see some double team action. Nice double